What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Hollywood Sports bringing you another video. Guys, it's time for franchise mode back again. We in week 16 going up against the New York Giants. If you're new to the channel, I hope you enjoy this gameplay, and then you can hit that subscribe button. And shout out to Team Hollywood. Let's do it, guys. Let's get it on. Let's do what we came to do. We got to finish this season, man. We got to finish this season. As you guys can tell, man, I'm a little bit sick, but I'm still grinding, baby. I'm still grinding. You know what I'm saying? So hit that subscribe button, man. Come on and hang out with Hollywood Sports and Team Hollywood. Let's go. All right, Adrian Peterson is my man. 68 carries for 261 yards and a touchdown this season. We got my man Paul Richardson. 18 receptions for 237 yards and a touchdown. As you can see, guys, we're 9-5. The Giants are 6-8. We are in the wild card hunt right now. But we got to keep winning, guys. We got to keep winning. We got to keep getting better. We got to keep improving. Let's do it.
Coming up, we'll see a man back for a 16th NFL season. Eli Manning and the New York Football Giants as they take on Dwayne Haskins and the Washington Redskins.
You know, Redskins they did horrible this year, guys. They had a lot of injuries. They didn't have a good start, but I got some. We getting a new coach, hopefully, and it's time to go, man.
Coach, it's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall.
I got my old school Redskin head on, baby. Got my old school Redskin head on. Let's go.
As their guys will match up with Eli Manning and the New
Mic
York
check,
Giants.
mic check. We got to get this game, baby. Mic check.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
We got the 5th seed, baby, at 9-5.
Teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets,
Dallas
and it
won their
usually leads to
division.
a really well-played game.
Won the division. All right, guys, here we go.
The holiday season is upon us.
Madden,
We've
baby.
got the
All
gift of the
Madden
NFL
franchise.
as
Let's
we're
go.
underway here in Week 16. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Heading out to lead the Giants as he's done since 2004, Eli Manning. And his hold on the job somewhat precarious coming into the year, but still, look, this is a 2-time Super Bowl MVP and the franchise's all-time leader in passing yards and touchdown passes as well. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to
deep ball ready?
He's got him in.
Oh, man. Come on, Nicholson, battle for the ball, baby.
Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it?
He was in position. Come on, man.
But that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that
Ingram,
they
get
plan
up
to
on
be
you like
aggressive.
that. I guess there is a height difference on that, though.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running it with the NFL's offensive rookie of the year a season ago.
Baby. We got to slow him up. We got to slow him up. Let's go.
Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
There we go, Boston.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line.
Lost him 2 yards on the play, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
In the first half.
Yeah, we know.
Look at Cromartie, though. Look at Cromartie.
To take over a game.
Cromartie,
so what do you do?
Held him up, slowed him down.
You bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through,
here we go, D.
nothing
Let's
but
go,
room
D.
to run.
On 2nd and 12.
All right.
Manning.
Oh,
Looking
no.
sideline.
No.
Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. And the offensive starters for the New York Giants.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Finds his tight end Ingram.
Good pursuit, baby.
At the 33.
Way to go, Dunbar. Way to go.
That's well short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Let's get hype, baby. Let's get hype.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion.
Way to make that one-on-one tackle.
I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Redskins taking the field, led once again by a number 7. Of course, Joe Theismann's old number hadn't been used in 33 years, but Joe gave the okay to wear it to this man, their 1st-round pick, Dwayne Haskins. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Haskins on 1st down. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Haskins to throw it. It's hauled in by Dodson.
Go Dodson, let's go, baby.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Play execution, baby. Play execution. One play at a time.
Like the drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
And the big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
From the 36, Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Haskins on 3rd down. This one caught by Davis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
That's all right. We're going to take the
Certainly
points,
worth
baby.
noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
A 47-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good.
Let's go.
And
Let's
that
go.
will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use
Good D, baby. Good D.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
On second down, here's Barkley.
There you go. Where he's sticking, baby. Where he's sticking.
Good for
We
a
didn't get it.
gain of
We didn't
5.
get it. Third and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about
Oh, yeah. Where do you fill that hole, Boston?
maybe not so much
What are
in
you
the
talking
second
about?
half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. The Redskins have Greg Stroman back deep. These two teams all tied after one.
3-3 into the first quarter. Let's go.
Here's Johnny Townsend to punt it away. Greg Stroman back deep waiting for it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Hard to believe, but the regular season starting to draw to a close. We've got the final Sunday night game of the year coming up later tonight. Matt Nagy and the Bears hosting his mentor, Andy Reid, and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be a good one from Frigid Soldier Field. And then tomorrow night, the final Monday night game of the year, Packers and Vikings from Minneapolis. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 4-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Haskins down around his goal line. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The New York set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get it pushing, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
That's too many yards, guys. That's too many yards.
Biggest game of Barkley's rookie year on the ground came against these Redskins. Week 14 a season ago, 14 carries, 170 yards. They keep it with Barkley on first down.
Come on. Man, he's running hard right
Stopped
now.
about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
No
8
defense.
yards the
y'all.
gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Get him.
Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game
Come on,
helping out,
D.
picking
Trying
up
to
some of the
establish the run,
slack.
baby. We got to stop Barkley.
The
Come
last
on, let's
drive,
go.
they went 3 and out.
They go play action
Get
here
him,
on
get him.
first down.
Oh, good. There we go, Boston. There we go.
Intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
Good D, good D.
And they have the football
Good
and will
D.
take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, there
I
definitely
thought
was
he
some
tight end
juice
had it
on
for a
that
second
pass.
there.
And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
You go tight.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins.
Oh, Haskins, come on, baby, come on.
Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
That's got to be a long day. Patch it.
2nd and 10 now.
Oh,
Haskins.
that was
This is
dumb.
intercepted.
That was dumb.
He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril
Safety was sitting
Peppers.
right
And
inside.
he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to
Come on,
hold
D.
the safety.
Let's get back,
and you
baby.
do
Let's
that
get
with
back.
your head movement, your
Offense
eyes, sometimes
messing
your
up.
shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Get him.
Now Saquon
Get
Barkley.
him.
And
Good
he'll
D,
take
good D.
this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Come on, guys, we
We
got to
know
hold him
he's
to
an
3, baby. We
electric
got to hold him
runner.
to 3.
Earlier
Come on,
this
defense.
half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play it very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't
It
it?
certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to
Let's
the
go,
defense because
go,
they
go,
ran
go,
onto
go,
the field.
go.
This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Yes. Oh.
Showed off
Beautiful
the
pass.
arm
We
strength
couldn't
there,
get the
but to no
catch. We
avail.
couldn't get the
Second down.
catch.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On play action, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete.
He dropped it.
Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Wow. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all
gotta catch the
season, we'll send it
football,
down
man.
to
We gotta catch
Jonathan
the
Coachman in
football, y'all.
Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now it's Tate. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Hey, guys, man up. Let's man up. Let's
The
go.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now this pass into the hands of
They're
Saquon
working Barkley
Barkley.
right now.
Look at Eli against NFC East opponents in his career. He actually has a losing record career-wise against both the Cowboys and the Eagles, but against these Redskins, pretty good, 19-10. The two teams split the season series a year ago, both winning on the opposite squad's home turf. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Go now. 30 base. It's our time. It's our time. Check, check. Lucky. Let's go.
Manning to Barkley on the draw play. And he'll lose yardage.
Stop.
Brought down at the 32. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
I'm scared. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning.
Yes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yes.
Matthew Ioannidis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake.
They don't want to waste that time out, baby. Let that clock keep rolling.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
I ain't know they just drove right through that boy. Woo! Let's go, guys. Let's go.
3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
I got you, boy. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started up in the Mile High City. Detroit on the road to take on Denver. And it's the Broncos who are out in front. Joe Flacco with 2 touchdown passes there. From there, let's go to Carson to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Phillip Rivers slinging it. 3 touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints. In our game, it's been the play of Eli Manning that's been the story so far. His guys take the lead into the 3rd quarter as we head back to FedEx Field and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Stay with the one score, baby.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Holding.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Okay, spell. 31's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch on the shot. Watch the screen. 31 to go.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Well, they'll try the jet sweep here. And they're able to get
this. That's all right, Brandon Davis. You held him long enough, baby. I wish you could hold him longer, though.
It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
first down. This is Geis. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From midfield now, Haskins. He's got Thompson here, complete.
We got to work Thompson, man. We got to work it. He's open.
The tackle's
He's
made
open.
at the Giants' 39. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that they're very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
A lot of cover for a drop, man.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Let's go.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
But looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Going to give it to Love. And he is
There we go.
into the end zone.
There we go, baby.
Touchdown,
Bryce Love with the touchdown, baby. Here we go.
Bryce Love with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run.
Beautiful touchdown. Let's go.
6 points.
Touchdown.
Yeah, we got to go for 2, don't we? Let's go.
Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. Now it's Haskins. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
Good job,
Other teams
Terry.
just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's third down.
Let's get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Get him.
They'll complete this game, goes tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Defense is taking care of us right now. Let's go.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, my water. Woo.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for New York. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. So they are holding down one of the final wild card spots. And with 2 weeks to go, there are others kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
Guys.
Imagine what the
We're
talk
in
has
the wild
been
card
all
right
week
now, but it's not a done deal, man. We got to win.
Let's rely on ourselves.
It's barely
because
making it.
they could get help and still get to the playoffs. But who wants that? Go out, win the game, take care of things yourself, and then you don't have anything else to worry about.
Here's Haskins to throw. He's got his man. This is Doxson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Silver.
Now it's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick.
Haskins, what are you throwing the football?
It certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Get a stop.
Caught by Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Manning now on 1st down. Gets this out to
Man, they're getting us with Barkley right now, man. We got to stop him.
After a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Come on, D. Come on, D.
Now Manning again. This is Shepard on the catch.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, New York.
Here we go.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run with Barkley. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Redskins 28-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pick it up.
On the run, it's Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run on the draw. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Then he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. He'll look to throw. Now he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Now Manning got to hurry him to the line here. Now Manning. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. First things first here, they got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
I don't want them to get in prevent, man. Hopefully they get in the regular defense here. We can get a better shot. Toss something up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
So we can occupy
and we
this
know
safety
what
on
that play is
Thompson.
going to be. It's got to be some
Toss it up
sort
to
of Hail
Richardson.
Mary,
All right, guys,
throwing
y'all
it
ready?
towards
Here
the
we go.
end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back
That
to
safety's right on
2015.
Richardson,
Didn't we
man.
see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy
guys, we didn't
is.
get it
about
done,
who they
man. We
put on
didn't
the
get it
field to try
done.
and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off,
well,
you're exactly right.
Hopefully we're still in the playoff chase. I don't know. We got to go to. We got to play Dallas next week. We got to go to Dallas, man.
Even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Hopefully we'll do a lot better.
So for the Giants, their hopes
We are
of
a
a
better team
500
since the
season
first time
stay
we played
alive as they
Dallas.
move to 7-8 now on the
hopefully
year.
we can still get in the
And they will
playoff,
head back
guys.
home next week.
I hope you enjoyed the video, man. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And I will see everybody on the next
They'll try to
video.
get back
Thanks
on
for
track
watching.
next week as they head to